Let us see first the structure of the lymph node. Lymph node has got an outer capsule. The capsule extends into the substance of lymph node in the form of trabeculum. So there is an outer capsule which extends into the substance of lymph node in the form of a trabeculum. The afferent lymphatics. There are many afferent lymphatics here, which penetrates the substance, which penetrates the capsule and drains into the subcapsular sinus. So afferent lymphatics penetrating the capsule into the subcapsular sinus underneath the capsule. Then the lymph drains through the trabecular sinus located on either side of the trabeculum. Trabecular sinus. Okay. Then through the medullary sinus, and finally they are drained through the efferent lymphatics. So there is a capsule which extends into the substance in the form of trabeculum, and afferent lymphatics penetrating the capsule and drain into the subcapsular sinus, then through the trabecular sinus, then through the medullary sinus. Finally, they are drained through the efferent lymphatics. The lymphoid elements are arranged in the form of follicles in the cortex, X-shaped or oval-shaped follicles in the cortex, while in the medulla, these lymphoid elements are arranged in medullary cords of lymphocytes and plasma cells. Cortex, they are arranged in X-shaped or oval-shaped follicles, and the medulla, they are arranged in the form of medullary cords of lymphocytes and plasma cells. Cords of lymphocytes and plasma cells. Now let us see in detail the structure of a cortical follicle. So here is again the lymph node. Lymphoid elements are arranged in these follicles in the cortex, and in the medulla they are arranged in cords and chains, medullary cords of lymphocytes and plasma cells. Look at these follicles. These follicles are darker outside, but they are paler at the center. Darker outside and paler at the center. Okay. Why their follicles are darker at the outer surface and paler at the center? Because outer part of the follicle is made of naive mature B lymphocytes. Naive mature B lymphocytes. They are inactive. Their chromatin is condensed. So they have a condensed chromatin. So they appear dark. Outer zone appears dark. But in the central part, they are differentiating. In the central part, there is follicular dendritic cells. These follicular dendritic cells are antigen-presenting cells. The dendritic cells, we have seen the dendritic cells in the skin, immature dendritic cells in the skin, Langerhans cells. Like that, in the lymph node also, there are follicular dendritic cells to present antigen. So in the center part, antigen presentation takes place, and they differentiate into centrocyte and centroblast. So they are differentiating cells. So their chromatin unwinds, and they appear pale in the center. So this is the structure of a follicle. It has a dark outer mantle zone. The mantle zone, there is naive B lymphocytes. Okay. In the central part, there is antigen presentation taking place, and they differentiate into centroblast and centrocyte. Centroblasts are rapidly proliferating, so they appear darker compared to centrocytes. Centroblasts, which are rapidly proliferating, appear dark compared to centrocytes. Centroblast becomes centrocyte. The centrocytes with unfavorable mutation will die. Those centrocytes with a favorable mutation will become the memory cells and plasma cells. Plasma cells will secrete antibody. So centroblasts become centrocytes. Centrocytes with favorable mutation becomes memory cells and plasma cells. Okay. Those with unfavorable mutation will die. The centrocytes with unfavorable mutation will die, and they will be taken by the macrophages. Macrophages will take the debris of these dead cells, and that is known as tingible body macrophages. Tingible body macrophages. Macrophages are the debris of these dead cells. They have many tingible body macrophages. So the mantle zone, dark lymphocytes, they differentiate into centroblast and centrocyte. Centrocytes with unfavorable mutation will die and taken by the tingible body macrophages. If They are with the favorable mutation, they differentiate into antibody secreting plasma cells and memory cells. Okay. The centroblast has a dispersed chromatin because they are active cells. Okay. They are differentiating cells and 1 to 2 multiple peripherally placed nucleoli. And the centrocytes has cleaved nuclear outline. Centrocytes has cleaved nuclear outline. Okay. So this is a follicle. The outer zone appears dark because they are formed of naive mature B lymphocytes. They are inactive and their chromosome is condensed. While the central part, it appears more pale because antigen presenting cells present the antigen and they are differentiating into centroblast and centrocyte. The zone of centroblast appears more dark because more rapidly proliferating. But when they differentiate into centrocyte, it appears light. So there is a zonation, dark zone of centroblast and light zone of centrocyte in the germinal center. Then the centrocytes with favorable mutation will become memory cells and plasma cells. Those with unfavorable mutation die and taken by the macrophages. These clear spaces, these are tingible body macrophages. Macrophages containing debris of the dead cells. In a reactive hyperplasia, you can see many follicles of this type, varying sized follicles of this type, with the active germinal center with the many tingible body macrophages.